Okay, I'm sorry. Hello and welcome to another Neon Genesis Evangelion NXEDGE style EVA-02 production model, blah blah blah. This is so far the last one that has been announced from the NXEDGE style to complete the trio of 0001 and 02. I mean, the most iconic, the most well-known to everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, wrong song. Never mind, it's an EVA, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, what do you think? How should I pronounce it? I mean, I'll stick with EVA, whatever. First and foremost, size of our chibi friend over here, and I'm talking like a robot myself now. 10 centimeters, 10.5 to the top of his crown, basically. So that's a little over 4 inches, 4.1, I'd say. Now, overall paint detail, like with all of these guys, it's very impressive. It's so nicely done for a very, well, I mean, a fairly small figure. You have the more shiny shoulder pads, which is a little bit more of a nicer material, nicer paint job. And then you have the straight up, more plasticky looking head and body. It looks flat. I mean, I say plasticky. It looks flat. Plasticky. That sounds mean. That sounds negative, and I don't mean it like that. I really like the hands. It just folds together like that. Look at all the detail in the crown and face. I mean, face. Robot face. Yeah, it still has a face. It has a face, even though it's a robot. It doesn't matter. It's still a face. You have the EVA-02 logo in there. Also nice and small. And just, I mean, it's everything nicely lined up. There's not really something where I would say like, oh, they stepped over the boundaries. I mean, this isn't super clean here, but it's very close. Like this is my finger. This is my finger. So size-wise, you get an idea of how close we're actually. Nice metallic in the back. All this molded detail, of course, the paint job is very nicely done. Also, very happy with that. Very impressed. Once again, we have a little bit more shiny knee thingies, wings, sails, sail away, AWOL Nation sail. Good song. Anyhow, wow, I'm just all over the place. Let me tell you about the articulation of this guy. First of all, the head doesn't really have a lot on this one. You can still bring it out completely like that, and then you get some good motion out of it. But if you have it in there, he just basically moves his head around left and right. But you have this entire hinge over here and the head itself on the ball joint, so I mean, you could still get some good stuff done with that. Then we have the shoulder pieces. You can rotate those out, and inside it is just on a hinge over here, and this piece is soft plastic and just holds on to the upper piece, so it doesn't get into the way of your arm motion or your wing motion. And then the arm just still, it's the same. You have them double hinges over here, so one hinge is for the wing and the other one is for the arm itself. And then you have all of that packed into the torso, so you can bring it around nice. So you have a lot of room over here, as you can tell. Obviously, you can bring it out and you can bring it up. Hold on, let me see. Doesn't really go up that much. It depends on how you really have to angle it. It doesn't go straight up because, you know, the wing, if that wasn't there, it would go straight up, as you can tell. We have bicep swivel, single hinged elbow, and the hand, which is, it goes around, but it's just on a pack, so it doesn't really go up and down. Then we have the torso, articulation, very nicely done. They have left a bit of a gap over there, but it's fine for articulation's sake. It only goes up and down, it doesn't go left or right. That's why you have the torso piece over here, which is connected to the crotch part. Then one rotates around. Does it go around all the way? I mean, it gets blocked, but the plastic here is somewhat bendable, so it would go all the way around if you ask me. It also has some wiggle motion, although I think that's the crotch piece itself. And then the leg just falls off. Rude. I don't know what that's about. Let me get that back on there. So, the legs, I mean, like I said with all the other ones, the legs are problematic because the way they did this, they have this piece just kind of goes out. It's not on a hinge, this thing does not move around, so you just have the ball pack there, awkwardly placed in the front over here. So that means it goes up nicely, but it doesn't really go back because it gets blocked by all this, and it goes out to the side. That's fine, but it's just awkward. And then we have the foot, which is on a ball joint connected to the foot over there, so you get some pretty good motion because you have all this range for movement. Yeah. So accessories, as usual, you have the sphere of doom. No, seriously, I don't know what this is. That did not appear in the regular show. That was only in Rebuild, I guess. But there's some insight on it. On the back of the box, you have EVA-02 holding this. So you have these holes to hold it with your robot hands, and then you have these holes to put in these knives. The same two knives, which, let's have a look at them real quick. You just put that in there. There's the knife itself. Nicely detailed, really. There's a lot going on in this simple thing. It is all gray. I don't know, it's supposed to be like that, but that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with that. You have 2 extra arms, 4 arms basically, where I guess this is like a jet mode with the fist hands on it already, and you have just 2 of them, trigger finger hands. I mean, just 2. What else? Why would you need more than 2 trigger finger hands? And you have basically what I would call jet mode. Once again, this does not happen in the regular Evangelion. Then again, it has been a long time, so if I'm completely mistaken, you know, just tell me I'm an idiot. I don't need to tell you that, you will do that. And then you have the power cord, which came with all of them. You just connect that to the back, and just connect that to the base. Which base? This base. See-through base. You can connect the other bases, like, to the side like that, or upside, actually. And you can build a tower with these pylons. Just have 3 pylons, you put that in the base, you put another base on top. And you have this thing for, I don't know, flying pose or whatever. Basically, you just take this off at the front and you rotate it to another angle. It doesn't move on its own, you always have to pull it out, which is kind of annoying. Meh. I don't know how to feel about that. Same thing down here. And then we got these 2 small hinges with always going in the opposite direction. That's why is it going like that and then like that? I set that for every one of them. I don't like that. Why is it not going one way and then have this one go the other way? If you really want to do that instead of having them both be weird. Whatever. I guess there's, well, actually there's another one. Haha. Actually, wow, that's free. This is seriously free. And you have laser cannon. That also looks very cool. I like that. I like the design. And there you go. As you can tell, I pimped the EVA up with all the upgrades. I really like this flight mode thingy. Really differentiates all the robots from each other, and that's cool. I love that. I like that. Different is good. It makes it worth your money. Does it really make it worth your money though? Final thoughts of this figure? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Just like with the other ones. This guy is just very cool, very nice in chibi mode. If you don't like the chibis, this is probably not for you. But at the price point and with all the accessories again and all the option parts and really basically stuff that you can completely change the look of your EVA, that's cool, that's appreciated, and that's liked, and you know, also the articulation is pretty good. So as usual guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like and maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever EVA-02 wants.